Hey everyone, it's the Sagan from Science to Say, and welcome to today's Shocktober video. And welcome to one of the first weekend videos for Shocktober. And I'm going to do a new game today. This one was actually recommended to me by Alice Torn of Terrible Gaming X, also Terrible TNA is their channel name out here on YouTube, which I think is hilariously clever. Yes, she recommended to me the game Harvester, which is a old-fashioned, DOS point-and-click adventure game, but with a horror twist, which seems right up my alley, considering how much I love Shivers and some other stuff like that. So, and the Shiver speedrun, it will happen this year. It'll probably be during one of the live streams. We haven't decided exactly when yet, but that is coming because it's a Shocktober tradition at this point. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start the game. I haven't really watched the intro or know much at all about the game because I wanted to go in blind. Um, but I've been having a little trouble like launching the game and getting the recording to work. So I'm going to do that now and tweak things as I need to. And hopefully I'll be able to capture all the intro videos because I want you guys to see that as well. So here we go. Okay, so here we go. Harvest, population 51. Huh. Oh. Well, okay then. Good thing we don't monetize. Or I'd have to blur that out. And I don't care. That full motion video goodness. Oh, really full motion video goodness. Says plumbers don't wear ties? Don't look that up if you don't know what it is. Okay, I just had to pause here for a second to point out two things. One is this is how much of a like audio nerd I am when it comes to video games I know and love. In this section right here where the trees are zooming by, those same sound effects are recycled in Shivers for like uh rotating tiles and that kind of thing in certain puzzles. Like it's clearly pulled from the same stock sound effect library. Second thing I want to mention is since I didn't actually say it anywhere else in the video, Alice, what the actual fuck is this game? I am so confused at what's going on right now. But I'm just gonna let you guys see what happens and enjoy it from there. Enjoy. Okay. Look for special items that will restore your health. If you're finding required items during the day, night will be a time of mischievous adventure. You can click the left mouse button on an exit to go through instantly. Use the right mouse button to attack an opponent. Left click on your character or press I to view the inventory. Left click on an object to grab it. Right click to put it in the inventory. Then I said it's hardly worth the effort. Fair. Use the left mouse button to move your character on the screen. If you're stuck in a puzzle, talk to other characters that give you clues. Avoid cliches like the plague. Ammunition precious, so don't waste it. If you get stuck in a puzzle, try using items in crazy illogical ways. There should not be moon logic in your game. I mean, it's a thing of the 90s. I know it's going to be here. But no. Super game often, especially before trying through the crazy illogical dangers. Yeah. Holding down the control button plus the arrow keys allows you to attack opponents. Good to know. Before you leave. Help screen can be useful, or better yet, read the manual. Okay, so. We'll go ahead and stop reading there. So, that intro told me fuck all what this game is about. So I'm just going to go read the blurb on Steam real quick. Because, yes, this is from the era where you actually had to read the manual that came with the game. Only problem is, I've purchased this digitally, so I don't have a manual unless they actually included it on Steam, which I'm also going to check. Okay, so here's the description on Steam. You wake up one morning in a town full of strangers and inexplicable sights. You share your home with your not-so-perfect family, and your supposed fiancé lives next door. Then you are plunged into a nightmare. Your fiancé is missing, and you find a hideous bloody skull and spinal cord draped across your bed. Is it hers? What is going on? The only clue left behind is an engraved invitation for you to enter the Order of the Harvest Moon. Okay, I'm not going to read any more than that. We'll just use that as a stepping stone. I'm going to check to see if I have the manual, because I feel like that's going to be useful. I do indeed have a full PDF scan of the manual, so I will refer to that if I feel I need to, and I may refer to it after the this first episode to kind of immerse myself in the lore of the game. Alright, let's get down to it. You've waited long enough. Okay, it's Monday. Harvestland Furniture Warehouse. Ooh, there's a pinup. Sexy pinup. That was excruciatingly loud in my ears. The mattress is specked with odd stains. We'll change your mattress. It'll be gross. Photo of a beautiful girl, blonde and about 17 years old. Paper doll by the Mills Brothers sits on the turntable. Obviously, some fat high school girl left it there. Wow, that's actually kind of fucked up. Peer through a thin layer of dust at your reflection. Dresser drawer is unlocked. Well, I want to fucking open it. Okay. Examine the pen. Chew marks are visible on the end of this ballpoint pen. 25-cent piece, dated 1952. Okay, so I have to examine things before I can pick them up. As of yet, the future isn't so bright. Can I take them? I cannot. Cheap folding chairs, such as found at swap meets, bingo parlors, and other religious gatherings. A 1/48th scale Piece 47 Thunderbolt with a broken propeller. A hastily graded P-51 Mustang at exactly 1/36th scale. Seven flannel shirts accompanied with matching blue jeans are hanging neatly in the closet. A pair of plastic binoculars with the lenses melted to the table. What the hell? Alright, well, that, doesn't seem to be a whole lot to actually do in our room here. And trash can. An empty trash can so clean you could eat from it. I think I'll pass on that. Alright, let's move on. Oh boy, prepare for more F&B goodness.
What? Leave me alone, Steve, or I'll tell Mom on you.
I want to type some really rude stuff right now. But.
Say what?
I said, but.
Say what?
About.
Say what?
Alright, you have nothing to say.
Mom's in the kitchen, and if you bug me, I'll call her.
Look, do you know me?
Wish I didn't, 'cause then you wouldn't be my brother, and I'd have your room, and all the presents at Christmas. Though I will soon enough anyway, 'cause you're a lousy rat.
Little
You're my
turd.
brother?
No duh.
Listen, I don't mean to, bug you, but I can't seem to remember anything. Will you please just tell me who you are?
Mom, Steve is bugging me.
Steve, leave Hank alone right now.
Why am I a rat? What did I do to you?
You went and got all mushy on that girl, and now you're lighting out on me. Well, if that's the way you're gonna be, then you can drop dead.
What do you mean I'm lighting out on you?
First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes Steve in a baby carriage.
What the hell are you talking about?
Mom, Steve said hell.
Young man, don't you dare use that kind of language in this house.
How'd you like that? Yeah, well, you're in trouble. And you better not forget to take out the paper this morning. Don't try to weasel out of it. You know this is your week to put the paper out in the morning. If you forget again, I wouldn't want to be you when Jimmy catches up to you. Good. Finally.
Wow. Little butthole.
Big whoop, Steve. Hey, Steve, I'm Jimmy James. Remember me?
I guess not.
Hey, how come you haven't been putting the paper out for me in the morning? Yeah? Well, try to remember, will ya? How'd you expect a working Joe to make an honest living? You don't put the paper out, I'm out of a job.
So what? You don't get paid for picking up papers anyway.
The Sentinel building burnt down. What the heck else am I supposed to do? Listen, start putting that paper out and everything will be jake, okay? That's all I want. That and a pair of sneakers. Walking this route every day has worn holes in mine. Say, you got any spare sneakers? Oh, gee whiz. Look, if you find any, I'd be willing to trade you for them. Something really neato. Think about it. See you later, alligator.
Alright, let's see if we can bring these papers. Wow, did I really have like one opportunity to get the papers? I hope not. Well, let's go upstairs for a moment and see if I can find some shoes. Shoes. Get some shoes. I already checked in the closet. Nothing under the bed. Can I not take them? There's perfectly good shoes there. Alright.
Well, hello there. How about some cookies? There's plenty of rejects in the trash.
Who are you?
That's a fine way to talk to your mother.
You're my mother?
That's right. Though sometimes I get treated like the hired help around here.
I don't remember you.
Of course you don't. Until you need your socks washed.
No, you don't understand. I can't remember where I am or even who I am.
Land's sake, stop your joshing, won't you? Honestly, Steve, I thought you'd grow up a little after graduation. I only hope that new job will plant your feet on the ground.
So that's my name. Steve.
Your name will be M.U.D. Mud if you don't stop teasing me, young man.
Listen, this may sound strange, but I've lost my memory. Do you believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious.
Sure, and next you'll be telling me you don't remember Hank and your little sister.
Sister?
Shh, you'll wake her. I just put her down to sleep. If she wakes up, she'll just want to eat again.
What?
Darn it, I'm busy, and if you think I'm going to play along with this nonsense, you're crazier than Sparky down at the firehouse.
Fine.
What was that?
Maybe I am crazy. I can't rule that out. Why can't you just help me a little? Is that too much to ask?
Now you've done it. Are you happy? Poor baby. There, there. Did your brother scare you? Let me see. Darn that wasp woman. She's a monster, that's what she is.
What in the hell?
Wasp woman?
Tetsuya Crumb is going to hear about this. I want you to go to her house right now and give her a piece of my mind.
I don't know where she lives.
Honestly, you can't miss a house covered with paper nests. Steve, you tell her to mind her own beeswax, or by golly, I'll take it up with the PTA. Or the lodge.
What lodge?
The Hall of the Order of the Harvest Moon, Steve. It's just the finest place in Harvest, and the most exclusive.
What's so great about it?
Hard to say, since hardly anyone gets inside. But it wouldn't be so exclusive if it wasn't just wonderful. Just like the new Reynolds dishwasher with their patented auto-dry process, TM. I've never used one, but
She
I know
actually
I
said
want it.
TM.
Instead of sulking around the house all day, why not walk over to the lodge and apply for membership? That's wonderful, Steve. If you got into the lodge, you'd be the talk of Harvest. Harvest is a town unlike any you've ever known.
In what way?
I don't have time to go into it now. Why not take a walk around town and pester someone else? I'm busy. Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets.
Why are freshly baked cookies in the trash?
I told you I'm busy, Steve. Why don't you talk to Hank, or go next door and visit Stephanie, or go get an early start on your new job? That's right, a job. Your father has everything set up at the meat plant. After your honeymoon with Stephanie, you'll start out as a butcher in the slaughterhouse just like anybody else. Don't expect any favors just because you're the boss's son.
And just who is Stephanie?
Don't you dare toy with that sweet girl. If you start in on her with all this amnesia poop, she'll think her fiancé is having second thoughts about the wedding.
Look, all this talk about weddings is nuts. I'm not marrying anybody till I figure out what's going on here.
First the heartbreak of psoriasis, and now this. 2 weeks before the wedding and you're backing out. Whatever will the neighbors think?
I can't marry someone I don't even know.
Fine, have it your way, but leave me out of it. If you're going to break Stephanie's heart, you march right next door and do it yourself. And don't expect me to write you a note.
Fiancé? This is insane!
Oh, you're not having second thoughts about marrying Stephanie? Is that what this silliness is all about? Pre-wedding jitters?
Can something like that produce amnesia?
Stop this foolishness right now and count your blessings. Stephanie is great at cooking and cleaning.
What's cooking and cleaning got to do with anything?
Honestly, boys are so dense. What else is there for a wife but cooking and cleaning? You may not appreciate a hot meal on a clean plate when it's there, but if it wasn't, we'd hear about it soon enough, I'll bet.
You're saying
Yeah,
that's
this
all there is to marriage?
Definitely in the
Cooking
50s.
and cleaning?
Well, you'll have to ask your father about that, but I'm sure Stephanie will do her duty when the time comes.
Duty.
Bless your
Duty.
innocence, but there are certain disgusting truths that go along with marriage. Facts that can't be disguised by sheets which wrap around the contours of flexing go-go's and bouncing legs. You can't know what I'm talking about, and that's best. When the time comes to make a baby with Stephanie, you'll have to make your peace with the fact that when a farmer plants his seed, he can't help but get some nasty dirt on his hoe.
I think we're done
Don't
here.
forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets.
Yeah, I tried to do that, but it won't let me pick up the papers. Well, well, let's go next door and see what we find. I kind of feel like I've already screwed this up with the paper, but we'll see. Alright, so we're here, huh? The general store, post office, the barber shop, the missile base. What? The lodge, which looks like a spaceship unto itself. But I'm assuming Stephanie's house is the Johnson residence. So let's go there and see.
Hello, Steve. How's the husband-to-be?
Other than having no memory, I guess I'm all right.
All right. You should be ecstatic, considering what you're getting into, if you haven't gotten into it already. Speaking of which, I heard Stephanie was grounded. Her daddy's worried
What's
about
this
getting
guy's
his
face?
meat. So if I were him, I'd be more concerned about Stephanie getting some meat.
Okay, we get it.
Right. And you are...
You always were a kidder, Steve. I'm Mr. Johnson, remember? Glad you stopped by. Just got finished waxing the tucker. I could use a little relaxation. But since Edna's not here, I might as well talk to you. Speaking of Stephanie, I still haven't gotten an invitation to the wedding yet.
I don't have anything to do with that.
That's okay. Personally, I'd prefer a pass to the honeymoon. You could use the back seat of my Tucker for the maiden voyage. It's plenty big, believe you me. I'd drive you around, and I wouldn't look in the back seat, I guarantee it. Though if you'd like to come up front and take the wheel a while, I wouldn't say nay. Heck of an automobile, isn't she? Damn shame I have to sit out here and watch over her all the time. But if I didn't, those stupid kids might scratch her up playing ball.
Yeah, I think he wants a different kind of ball played in his back seat, if you know what I mean.
Don't see why not, but don't touch her. I'm mighty particular about my Tucker. I had the garage remodeled like a fortress, so I could lock her up at night and get some sleep.
I'm sure she's safe enough inside.
A few months back, someone broke into my house, trying to get into the garage. I had to gripe like hell before the sheriff agreed to start the evening patrols and instigate the curfew. Bye now.
That guy's face is gonna haunt my dreams for a while. During the day, Mr. Johnson keeps watch over Precious 48 Tucker. Mr. Johnson erected a Impenetrable fortress protects Tucker during the night. Ah, Potsdam residence. It must be Stephanie's house.
There he is, my future son-in-law. And how's he doing today? What brings him to the Potsdam household, huh? Huh? What a card.
Of course, nobody
Would I
believes me.
kid about something like that? Why won't you believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve. Your mother just telephoned us about your latest shenanigans. Isn't that right, Mrs. Potsdam?
Sure did, Mr. Potsdam. You little rascal.
Imagination's a swell thing to have, in small amounts. Man needs to keep his feet on the ground, especially if he's getting married. Tell me, is your father feeling better? Is he going back to the slaughterhouse anytime soon?
What's with the theremin? Like, is this just a hint this is all aliens or something?
I can't imagine a better job than working in a slaughterhouse. Sure, it'd be just dandy. And you can't argue with success. Everyone in Harvest gets their meat from your dad. What a grand business to go into.
Well, your daughter's gonna be getting
Oh,
her meat.
Cutting animals open may not be much fun. Reaching into their bodies and yanking out the bloody guts, intestines dangling and slapping against you, the smell of death and shit in your nostrils all the time. Well, those are all definite cons. But once you're done, the guts have been washed into the
Jeez.
gutters. What are you left with? Meat. Rows and rows of scrumptious red meat.
Okay, chill down there, buddy.
I haven't seen my father. He's locked in a room.
He's not going to die, is he?
Like I said, I don't know. That woman, Mom, tends to him herself.
Well, next time you see him, be sure to tell him that I said hello. And tell him that I'm praying for his speedy recovery. And also, would you remind him about the meat? Especially about the meat.
Yeah, fine. If I see him.
You should be more concerned. If he dies, then who's going to take over the slaughterhouse? Who's going to tend to the meat? I guess as his son,
Hey,
you'd take over. Right?
guy's obsessed with meat.
Meat is the foundation of any decent society. Everyone needs at least 3 servings of red meat a day. And anyone who says otherwise is a commie. And once you're married to Stephanie, I'll be part of the family too. And your father will give me all the meat I want. Kind of makes up for not getting into the lodge.
Why are you so anxious to get into the lodge?
There's wonders inside. I've heard there's more meat in there than they know what to do with. Now that you're of age, Steve, you might go down to the post office and fill out a lodge application. They're always looking for new blood.
Alright, let's see what we got in the room. We're already hitting the half-hour mark here, so I think we'll end with I'll go to the... Ew. That's nasty. Ha, give a bit of there. The empty shelves are a testament to the Postum household's rigorous intellectual standards. Alright.
Sorry. You'll have to ask Mrs. Potsdam for permission to see Stephanie. She's in the kitchen.
Hello, Steve. Have you flossed today? Honestly, you men can insult a woman without even knowing you've done it. What a horrible thing to say.
It does look like she's
We're
going
both
to be
standing around
happy.
baking cookies. Same cut of dress. Same pearls. So bizarre.
There's nothing bizarre about baking cookies. The Harvest Charity Bake Sale is Friday, you know, and by gosh, Mrs. Marvin Potston Jr. can be counted on to do her share.
This charity bake sale. What is it supposed to benefit?
Oh, I just like talking about gruesome subjects. When you get right down to it, all charity is pretty ugly, isn't it?
I
Ugly.
don't follow.
Yeah, I don't follow either.
Ask Mr. Moynihan. He's organized this event. In conjunction with the lodge, naturally.
What can you tell me about the lodge?
Just that they're exclusive and secretive. If you're curious, you ought to pick up a lodge application at the post office and take it over to the sergeant-at-arms. Isn't that a thought? Forget Mr. Potsdam. If you became a member of the order, we could hold the wedding inside the lodge. My, wouldn't that be lovely? You mustn't be too hard on Mr. Potsdam, Steve. He's a disappointed man. No matter how many lodge admission forms he fills out, they keep turning him down. He has a new application in, though, so keep your fingers crossed. If he joins the lodge, you and Stephanie can have your wedding in the Chapel of Love, rather than over at Moynihan's place. Give my regards to your parents. Hello, dear. Come to see Stephanie, have you? She's upstairs. Go right on up. Just remember, she's grounded until the wedding. Give my regards to your parents.
Your makeup looks just fine. It's, one of those things. What about red meat and its importance to living well? What is up with this audio? Okay, hang on. I'm gonna talk to her, but I want to check the options real quick. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna turn the music down just a scotch.
Who are you? What are you doing in my room?
Haven't you heard? We're getting married.
So, you're the one. Steve, isn't it?
You mean you don't know me?
I mean, I don't know anyone. I don't remember anything.
okay.
How many times do I have to say it?
Just one, Stephanie, because I can't remember a damn thing either.
Really? Oh God, I thought it was just me.
You're not alone. Can you tell me what's going on here?
Those people downstairs have locked me in my room. They say I'm grounded until the wedding. They claim to be my parents. I can't dispute it because I can't remember for sure one way or the other, but it doesn't feel right. I believe you. Maybe some of these people believe you too. Maybe they're playing dumb.
Why?
Maybe they're responsible. Either way, something really weird is going on here. I've got to escape, and so do you. Because in a way, whether you know it or not, I think we're both grounded. It's been hell. They treat me well, but they won't let me leave this room. Not even to go out in the yard. Not until the wedding.
They won't tell you why?
Each one blames the other for grounding me. They make up different excuses. Different things I did, none of which I remember. So I sit up here, watch the world outside my window, and listen to the noises in the house. Every morning, a weird boy comes to the house and picks up the paper. He doesn't deliver the paper. He picks up scrap paper that Miss Potsdam sets out on the porch for him. Some mornings she forgets, and the boy gets furious.
Like, yeah, it's like
Gives me
aliens
the creeps.
Anything
imposter
else you can tell
humans.
me?
I hear these weird scraping sounds in the bathroom sometimes. Like something is sliding along the wall. Claws, maybe. And Mr. Potsdam. I don't like the way my dear daddy looks at me. Both of them are always watching me. But especially him.
You don't think they're dangerous, do you?
I think this whole place is dangerous. I think we've got to escape. Before it's too late. The wedding is only 3 weeks away. Not much time to get to know each other, is it? No,
If it comes down to it, we just won't take the vows.
I don't think anything in Harvest is that simple. Too many people are determined that we get hitched.
Why?
Potsdam wants the meat your father promised him. Your parents want to force you to settle down. Mrs. Potsdam wants to have the wedding in the lodge. Me? I just want to escape.
Escape?
Harvest is a prison, Steve. Don't forget that. Of course I'm right. Maybe my amnesia isn't total after all. You're familiar to me. Like we've met before. In another life.
Maybe we really do live here. Maybe we were together, and the same thing happened to both of us. An accident. Something.
Neither of us has bumps on our heads, if that's what you're getting at.
Have you been able to remember anything else? I mean, anything at all?
Well, I have had these recurring dreams. Just fragments, really. Strange, abstract images. Liquid, chrome.
Probably just a dream.
Well, have you thought about how to escape Harvest? Come back and visit me soon, okay?
She had a prompt for what should I do next.
Steve, it's good to talk to you, but if we're going to escape this wedding thing, you'd better start learning some things about Harvest. And I think you might want to start at the lodge. Come back and visit me soon, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna go get a application for the lodge because that seems to be the way to go, and then we'll explore more of the town in the next episode. I like to try to keep these in shorter chunks these days, and I feel like if I try to explore everything I want to right now, we're gonna be here for about an hour, hour and a half. Alright, how do I get out of this place? Oh, bathroom. Anything to see here? Nope. It's covered with what appears to be two-faced pubic hair and snot. Wow, they're not pulling any punches with this. She purty. Well, okay then. Am I gonna have to censor this? Apparently not. Still, that was what you might call risque. It was forwards a spectacular view of the aluminum siding. Nice. You. fine. How do I leave out of the front door? No, that goes upstairs. A giant mutant asparagus, inexplicably robust given the fact that it's encased in red concrete. Perhaps the helpful electromagnetic fields of harvest? Who knows? Oop.
If it isn't my favorite son-in-law, what brings you here again?
Exit.
Stop mumbling, Steve. I can't understand you at all.
Meat.
Meat is the foundation of any decent
Okay.
society.
Figured that's probably what that was going to be. Yeah, seriously, where's your front door? Or why can't I get out your back door? I mean, bushes are preventing me from opening. Okay, fine. Ah, there we go. I had to click a specific area at the bottom of the screen to get the exit. Okay, let's take a quick trip over to the post office, fill out that form, and then we will call it there for now. 40%, 41% off packing peanuts in assorted colors. Hooey, what a deal. Is that our mother in another wig? Perhaps not.
Yes?
I need some help. Mr.
Postmaster Boyle, what can I do for you today?
I look at large.
Sorry, youngster, we're out of applications right now.
Come on,
Well,
you must have
print
one around here somewhere.
more.
Well, I do have the master, but you can't write on that. And I only make copies once a month, on the button, regular as clockwork. Afraid not, son. You can't get them anywhere but the post office. I'm sorry, you'll just have to come back in a month, same as anyone else. And even then, I can't guarantee you'll get an application. The line is always long, and there are never enough to go around.
It's very important that I get in quickly.
That's what they all say. Postmaster Boyle, I'll just die if I don't get into the lodge. I can't make an exception, young man. It just wouldn't be right.
Copy.
Don't mumble, son. Can't understand you.
Make a copy.
Don't mumble, son. Can't understand you. Next time you post, don't forget the zip code. Sorry, son. No time to talk. Neither rain nor sleet nor snow nor hell shall keep the mail from its appointed rounds. Next time you post, don't forget the zip code.
I can't get an application, so we'll figure that out next time. So hope you're enjoying this. I still have like only half an idea of what I'm dealing with here, but I definitely got intrigued when I realized that Stephanie also has amnesia and remembers nothing. So I really want to know what's going on now. So we'll probably pick this one up on the next weekend. So hope y'all enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Shocktober content. Until next time, you stay classy, Internet.